Hi, I'm Joe, and today we're going to use chemistry to create a night sky or nebula watercolor painting. For this activity, you'll need the following materials: a cup of water, watercolor paint, dollar store stuff works fine, paintbrushes, paper, lemon juice, a white crayon, fine and coarse salt, masking tape, and paper towels. You'll also want to lay down newspapers or do this outside to make it easier to clean up. First, take out a sheet of paper. Fold it once in half hamburger style, then once hot dog style. Open it and flatten. There should now be 4 boxes. In the first box, write C25H52. C25H52 is the chemical formula for paraffin wax, which is found in candles and crayons. Take a white crayon and draw in this box, whatever you'd like. What do you think will happen when we put watercolor paint over this? Test it by painting watercolors over the marking you made on the paper with the crayon. In the second box, write NaCl, fine salt. These elements are sodium and chlorine, and when they bond together, they make sodium chloride or table salt. Paint the box. Before it dries completely, sprinkle some fine salt onto it. You'll have to wait for it to dry to see the results. While you're waiting, see if you can find the elements sodium and chlorine on the periodic table of the elements. In the third box, write NaCl coarse salt on the paper. Coarse means the salt crystals are bigger, but they're still made of the same stuff, sodium chloride. Paint the box and then sprinkle some coarse salt onto it. Again, you'll need to wait for it to dry to see the results. In the fourth box, write C6H8O7. The more common name of this chemical is citric acid. Citric acid is found in lemons and other type of citrus fruits. Paint the box, then clean off the paintbrush with water and dry it on a towel. Next, dip the paintbrush into lemon juice and gently touch it to the paper to make a few drops. Observe what happens. Once your paintings have dried, brush off the salt. What happened? Water doesn't stick to crayon wax, so you can probably still see your white line after you paint over it. The salt on your painting absorbed the water around it, but left the pigment, color. Salt is often used to dry things out. The citric acid in lemon juice reacts with the paint and bleaches it. This means that the color will look lighter in the space where the lemon juice was dropped. Now is your chance to use what you learned from these color experiments to create your own painting. Tape a sheet of paper to your table with some masking tape to keep it from moving around. To add stars, make small spots or star shapes with the white crayon before you start painting. Take a flat brush to lightly wet the paper. It doesn't have to be soaking, you just want a thin layer of water across the whole piece of paper. Now that your paper is wet, make your painting. Remember, when you put 2 different colors of watercolor together, the edges will mix. After you've filled your canvas with paint, you can add lemon juice in a few spots to lighten it and salt to create white spots. Look back at your sheet from the experiments you did to remember what each item does. Make sure your painting dries flat, and after it's dry, brush off the salt. Finally, you can use a black washable marker to draw a scene on top of your watercolor. Now, you can display your painting.